I am here with a Mindful Monday moment. So first, I want to say that I have enjoyed doing these. I wanted to do them just exclusively during the summer, but here I am. It's almost October and I am still posting. However, I am running out of ideas for myself to talk about. So if you would like to contribute to Mindful Mondays and either be a guest speaker or do a little guest video or something, you can contact me either by commenting on the Instagram post or reply to the email that sent you this link for the video. I don't look at the comments on YouTube. Otherwise, I might just post these once a month at the beginning of the month. Anyway, so that's yeah. So please contact me if you have ideas, if you would like to be on camera, off camera, we can figure that out. But yeah, email's probably the best way to contact me. Okay, so then for today, I have been wanting to share an excerpt from a book that I am currently reading. And audiobooks is reading. I've had several librarians say that it totally counts as reading. So don't let anyone audiobook shame you or anything like that. It is reading. My brain doesn't work that way anymore. I can't like sit down and read a whole book. But I can like listen to a whole book like over the weekend. So this is Chichi Agorom has written the Enneagram for Black Liberation, Return to Who You Are Beneath the Armor You Carry. And it is fantastic. I'm only a third of the way through, but I wanted to share with you some information from the one of the earlier chapters, chapter 2, because it talks about as you are transforming, as you are learning, about your coping mechanisms, about like better ways to do things, you should not beat yourself up. You should be compassionate and actually show gratitude to your former self because you were doing the best you could at the time. She has this really nice metaphor about thanking the person who was in the driver's seat while you were asleep, but now you're awake and you can do other things. So I'm just going to go ahead and play a little bit from her audiobook.
A lot of us enjoy learning about ourselves, connecting the dots around behavior, and gaining new language for things we hadn't previously been able to describe. But there is a difference between information and knowledge. Information offers us facts about a certain thing, while knowledge utilizes both facts and experience. In other words, knowledge requires us to shift from just a collection of facts about type into the actual experiencing of our patterns in motion. What we gain from this is wisdom, and wisdom requires a conscious integration of our heads, hearts, and bodies. To be able to consciously create space within ourselves in order to exercise choice, we must develop the ability to observe ourselves. We need to be able to practice noticing our patterns without judgment or shame. Think of it this way. Imagine you've fallen asleep in the passenger seat of a car on a long journey. When you begin to wake up, you realize that someone else has been making the calls about how fast or slow to go, where to turn, what's considered an incoming threat, and how to respond to it. You've been along for the ride, but without any control of the process. It is natural to feel upset about the choices that were made on your behalf while you were asleep. It is normal to want to wrestle the driver for control over the car and course correct immediately. But what if you first simply noticed without shame or judgment? What if you offered gratitude and appreciation to the driver for navigating during all the hours you were asleep? Even if you don't like some of the decisions the driver made, you are still alive and the car is still in motion. Now that you're awake, you can make more intentional choices about where you're headed and how. You can switch shifts and take over from the driver, knowing that this process will happen over and over again as you work on staying awake or waking up faster when you've fallen asleep. In this image, the driver is type structure, as you probably already deduced. Our work as sleepy passengers is to become more conscious and awake. To become more conscious and awake, it is essential to build awareness of what it feels like in your body when your armor is on and when it isn't. Your ongoing practice is to first notice what is happening in the moment, bringing your attention to where you feel constriction, tightness, heaviness, a buzzy sensation, etc. Then you pause to slow down the rapid firing of your patterns. You do this by following your breath, paying attention to your inhales and exhales, the way your body expands and contracts with each breath in and out. As you create this pause, you are also allowing the reaction your body is having to simply be there. Type structures want to swing into action immediately to minimize the threat or distract from the discomfort. But when you notice that happening, pausing and giving space allows you to be present with what is happening.
So yes, there's a lot of mindfulness in there. Mindfulness, gratitude, compassion, these are all skills that the author talks about developing. So I just wanted to leave you with that book recommendation. Thank you so much for watching Mindful Mondays. I hope this is helpful for you. Yeah, and I'm going to continue reading this book. It's really good. You should read it. I recommend it. It's available as an audiobook through Austin Public Library. And that's it. Have a wonderful week and stay hydrated and caffeinated if that is your preference. Thank you.